Bonjour, Kinamagini Ireland and Dijnakas, and welcome to this reading of the Support Coach, a Use for Community Land Comprehension Check. This video is intended to provide instructions for the assignment and as a read aloud for students who desire to have this read aloud to them. First, for the directions, make sure you put your name on it. If you put the wrong name, or if you put Miss Bickerman's name, I won't know who you are, because last I checked, Miss Bickerman isn't doing this assignment. Is she? No. When you do the questions, read each one carefully. If you need to read it twice to understand it, you should. That is a good test-taking strategy. As you scroll down, you'll see number 6 on the paper is broken down into 3 parts, and this is all number 6. Summarize each author's argument. Now, this is the argument for the article, for the blog post, and who you agree with and why. So that's going to be 3 parts to go to this right here. All right, so when we do this, the best policy is for you to pause the video as you write. That cuts down on the amount of dead air and allows you as much time as you need to complete the question. So after I read number 1, I will remind you to go ahead and pause the video. I'll wait 10 seconds and then I'm going to read the next question. So that gives basically 10 seconds to pause and unpause and then be ready for the next one. So we'll begin with number 1. Read the following sentence from the letter to the editor. It would not be difficult to develop the abandoned factory into an office complex. Is it a statement supported by reasons and evidence, or is it an example of opinion? Explain how you know. Go ahead, pause your video, and I'll see you for the next question. Number 2, what questions about the shopping and office complex or the sports complex do both writers leave unanswered? Don't forget to pause your video. Number 3, describe a plan that would draw on both writers' opinions and ideas for how to use the land. Use details from each text to support your answer. Number 4, read this sentence from the letter to the editor. With the proper support from the City Council, some of the spaces could be zoned or legally set aside for restaurants. What are the words that help you understand the meaning of the domain-specific word zoned? What makes it a domain-specific word? So use a comma between the 2 parts of your answer. You may pause the video now. Number 5, read this sentence from the blog entry. The tennis courts could be a boon to the area because our community's interest in tennis is at an all-time high. Use information from the text to explain the word boon. What words in the selection help you understand its meaning? And the final question, and don't forget after this question to hit submit. Summarize each author's argument. With which argument do you agree more? The article, the blog post, and I agree with. Go ahead and pause the video now. Welcome back. You have now completed your assessment. Don't forget to hit submit. If you're using a paper copy in the classroom, don't forget to turn it in. Have a minute, Gijigad, Minwa, Bamapi.